All right, Coach. What was your mindset and your focus heading into today's game, knowing that American is number two in your league? What was the mindset heading into today?
The mindset heading in today was we wanted to treat this as much as a playoff game as possible. We don't get a lot of challenging games in the league per se. So what we wanted to do was we knew they were in second place, so we wanted to try to treat this as a playoff game, and that's how we approached it. We wanted to be physical. We wanted to see that we were better than we were last time, and we wanted to play some man-to-man defense. This is one of the first times we really didn't press a lot. We just wanted to see how we can deal with them and deal with a team in man-to-man. I think we only gave up 15 points in the first half, so we did really, really good for man-to-man defense. So that's good moving into the rest of the league and in the playoffs.
What can you say about Cole's performance? Right before halftime, he had I think it was a layup, and then coming out in the third quarter, he had like three back-to-back baskets. He definitely gave you a spark. I don't know if he's coming off the bench, but he definitely gave you a spark. What can you say about how he played today?
Yeah, Cole's a star. Cole's usually one of our starters since he's been eligible to play. He had to sit out because of the transfer. So he had to sit out for 30 days. But since he's transferred and had to sit out, he's been playing really, really well. He's one of those guys that just is all over the floor. In the passing lane, rebounds, he fills up a lot of the stat sheet. So I see right here, he scored 3 layups and a free throw right all in the third quarter. So that helped us really extend it. I think we were up 15 or 16 at that point. He got to 20. So that was good. But Cole's definitely one of our leaders on the glass and all the way around.
Would you say that point at the beginning of the third, that 20-point lead, was that like the moment that you knew that you had this game under control?
I don't know if I never think we have games under control anymore. We had Bellarmine here in the NorCal at 25 in the first half and lost.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if I ever feel comfortable, but we know that, if we can keep extending in little chunks, 6 and 5 and 4 at a time, that the score would be, 20 or 25 points.
How impressed are you about your defense that led to a lot of transition points, and that helps get the momentum going, especially at the beginning of quarters or closing out quarters?
Our defense is really clicking right now. The last couple games we've been giving up a lot, but we've been, our style of play, you're gonna give up a lot in our style of play. But today we kind of wanted to just, take the challenge of playing them, man to man. They have number 4 on their team. Really, really good player. Cartridge, he had 17 on us last time in the first half. Really, really good player. So we kind of focused on him and tried to put him in some bad positions and some bad spots. But defensively, we played really well, I thought.
How good does win feel like going against American, knowing they're number 2? And then this is the second time you played them. The first time was over there in Fremont.
Well, I mean, we may have to see them again because they're both Division II in the playoffs. So I think they're definitely going to be a playoff team. So we might have to see them again. But, Coach does a good job with his team. They play hard, and they always play hard. We're just so deep. I mean, I think if you look here, we had a guy with 13, a guy with 8, a guy with 9, a guy with 7, 2 guys with 7, 2 guys with 6. I mean, we're
evenly spread.
Yeah, we're bringing guys in and they're defending people, 90 feet. So we wear people down a lot.
How much the last season's finish? I mean, you guys went all the way to the. I mean, I was at that game. Getting to that point, and now you guys are getting closer to the end of the regular season, getting back to that point. What can you learn? Some of the guys that were on the team last year, what can you learn as a coach, and what do you see that they've learned from last season experience, getting that top level playoff experience?
Well, last season we played, as you said, in Division I North Coast Second Championship, and we lost in overtime. We had 4 seniors on that team that started, and one of our best players, Kellen, was on the team. All 5 of those guys left. So 4 graduated and 1 transferred. So we started basically from scratch. So that was just the motivation right there. The fact that they get to build the team in their own image, they don't have to worry about nobody else seeing, they don't have to worry. It was a blank slate. The kids really took us a while to get going, but I think they're motivated. I think they want to try to win it. I think they want to try to win Division II. I think we have opportunity.
Do you think that last season finish is a motivation for this year to get back and then be in that same position and be on the winning end of it?
Win it finally, for sure. I mean, we felt we should have won it the last time. We let some things get away, but. Hopefully we can make the changes this time. It won't happen again.
What do you expect in the play? What do you expect to see? I don't know. I mean, you probably don't know who you're going to play in the first round, but what do you expect from the other teams in your league?
Well, I mean, I think American's definitely in. I think Washington's definitely in. They're both Division II. Mission San Jose Division 2 too. I'm not sure if they're going to get in or not, but I think we'll probably have 3 teams in. I mean, we expect to get a pretty good seed, probably 1 or 2, maybe 3 at the lowest, I think.
Yeah.
We're a league winner, undefeated again. And we have some head-to-head victories that some other guys up there didn't have.
Yeah.
So we beat Van and Tech. So I think we'll be a top seed, but we'll be ready when the playoff starts. We'll be ready.
What is the potential for this team? What do you see? What is it, the growth room for this, and how far this team can take it and go all the way to NCS? And
Andrew, that's the tough thing about playing for our program. Every year we talk about state championship day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy, but I know it's crazy to have that as the goal, because a lot of teams, you can't have that as the goal.
Yeah.
But every year that's the goal for us. So, we have several North Coast section championships. Those are great. We have a couple of NorCal finals, and those are great too. But there's kind of one we're missing that we're trying to get, and the kids know it. And we, every year we start off with that as the goal. So we're trying to do everything we can to make that happen.
The last one, what is your most memorable moment so far from this season? The one moment that sticks out to you about this season so far?
Ooh. I mean, I'll probably have to say the Redwood win, probably.
Oh, the Redwood win.
The Redwood win. We have been winning, and I mean, the last time we lost is December 30th. So we haven't lost in 2024 yet.
Oh, okay.
We knew we had two big tests. One was against Redwood and the Martin Luther King and De La Salle, and another one was the Sacramento team in the Crushing the Valley. Yeah. And we beat them both, and we haven't lost this month yet. So I think it's a 13-game winning streak or something like that right now. Yeah. So Redwood was that pivotal moment for us. When we got that win, it's kind of like, okay, we can actually make a run in Division 2.
Yeah. All right. Congrats on the win, Coach. Congrats on the win, first of all. What was your focus and your mindset heading into today's game?
For us, it was just winning the league. If we win this game, we secure our spot for the league. So that was like our main thing.
Yeah, I feel like our whole point tonight was to get this done and just get this over with so we can be league champs.
What was the point in the game that you at the end of the second quarter, heading to halftime, you had a layup, and then you came out in the third quarter and you had 3 back-to-back baskets. What was going through your head in that third quarter? I mean, I don't know if you guys regrouped at halftime, but like. You had a dunk too, right? Yeah. So, what was going through your head on that dunk?
Basically, just run up the score, kind of get the score up for our subs can come in fast, and just get the win.
What do you see the potential for your team now? I mean, how does it feel to be top of your league, the first place, and undefeated? I mean, the finish last year was it was a strong. You guys got really far, but the finish is kind of like, unfinished business. So how do you feel like the potential for this season is?
Compared to last year, for sure feels good to be undefeated again and win league again. I feel like we still got to work, though, to get back to where we were, because we for sure lost some pieces. But that don't really mean nothing. So.
Trying to make a state push, go to playoffs, go far.
What is the one moment from the season that sticks out to you so far about, I don't know, from a game or practice, one moment that sticks out to you the most?
I think one moment that sticks out to us is when we all had to run. And if they watch this, they know what we're talking about. We had to do these things called ladder, and we had to just run the whole practice. And I feel like that really brought us together and brought us as a family.
How close is this team, and what is the chemistry like between you guys in the locker room?
In the beginning, it wasn't so strong, but we were doing some team bonding, and it's really good now.
And the last one, what is the goal for the season? I know it's always to win league, and especially for you guys' school, the history of how you guys have been winning in the history of your school. What is the goal, and what is it going to take to accomplish that goal?
Our goal is, keep building, like make a playoff run, and like just carry on to next year.
Yeah. So Jalen, you also play football too. What is it like balancing the two sports? And if anything, if playing football helps you playing basketball, some of the strength and conditioning that you go through. I mean, it's a year round. In the off season for basketball, you're training for football.
I think football really helped me conditioning wise and really kept my stamina up. And I also feel like being at cornerback and safety really helped my defense translate into basketball. So I feel like those two, and it also helped my speed to stay up and run with these guys on the court. The only thing I really kind of had to work on, by myself was my shot really. But but yeah, I think that's kind of what helped me develop from football to basketball.
I played football and basketball in high school too, and when I played defense in basketball, I kind of used my mindset from being a cornerback. I don't know if you use that same type of mindset, like your stance and like how you contain them and stuff like that.
That's exactly what I do.
Yeah.
I always watch the hips as I do in football, and that's just made me successful playing defense.
All right.